So we are looking at a road that is about to be constructed. It has been leveled. The gutters at the sides have been made. Now it's left for the coal tar, the concrete works to be done on it to make it hard for the road to be used. But we've just noticed that as you can see, there's a lot of rubbish on the ground. This is not long after this road has been leveled. You get it? And you can see bottles, pure water sachet, some takeaway packs, and all of that. On the ground. Now this is something that is going to be a road soon, and you can already see the gutter. The gutter by the side is already free. The gutter is not filled to the brim with any water. Because of the recent rains that fell, you can see some tire marks. I think this was the tires of those heavy duty machines that were working on this road that is about to be constructed. Now this is not a main road. This is a community road. Now what we want your attention to be drawn to is the rubbish. You see, when this road is going to be made, when it is finally done, it will come up to the level of the gutter. Right now the gutter is above the road, but when the road is constructed, all those stones, sand, coal tar, and all those things will make the road come up, and it will be done in such a way that when rain falls on the road, it will sweep into the water will sweep into the gutters by the sides. We are pointing your attention to this because even when the road has not yet been constructed, you can see the amount of littering. You get it? There's a littering on the road. Now, if we are going to be serious as Ghanaians and as people who don't want trouble with floods and the like, we have to make sure that we stop the littering. It's serious. We just have to make sure about it. On all levels, whether grown up, children, old man, old lady, there has to be serious education done to make people see that this is the way some of these floods and all this trouble we've been complaining about, it occurs. You get it? Now, if we are able to do this, we are little by little stopping the amount of waste that will be seen on our roads and in our gutters. If, for example, 5 people out of 10 listen to the message and the education and obey and heed to it and obey and stop throwing waste substances around on the ground, then in the near future we'll have 5 people who are not going to be adding up to the rubbish on the roads. We are in the rainy season. And this is the time where most of these floods are prone to occur. You get it? Now, we have to make sure that we play our individual parts, because we cannot. You know how sometimes when these things happen, people blame the government and blame certain governing bodies, whoever planned the road and whoever did what and what. Sometimes you may feel that it's true, they are to blame, but if we are really going to be serious about it, we don't have to blame the government, we have to blame ourselves. Look, one single sachet of water may not be anything that one single sachet, pure water sachet, may not be any deadly thing to you. It will feel like, oh, after all, this is just one pure water sachet. How is this going to kill somebody? You get it? The same way another person somewhere too will feel like, oh, this is just one takeaway pack. Are you going to tell me that just this single takeaway pack can destroy somebody? Then another person somewhere too will feel like, oh, this is just one plastic bottle, Fanta bottle or whatever. it is not going to be anything. But as we are all having that mentality, little by little, all those people who come together to drop their rubbish will lead to a huge mass of rubbish. Are you getting what I'm saying? It is because we don't see it as deadly on an individual level, and so we are quick to blame the government. But it is we ourselves, the single persons that are, responsible for dropping this litter, that are very, very responsible for the floods. Look at the rubbish on the road. You get it? And who knows what is going to be like in the next 4 or 5 days, or even after the road has finally been constructed. So far the gutters have been done, but this is just the road. You get it? If tomorrow the road is finished and people continue to litter and the rains continue to fall, the gutters will be choked with these rubbish. Look, where else do you think the rubbish will go? Do you think somebody will just get up and come and pick all this rubbish from there? There's no single person who will get up and say, oh, I'm going to take all this rubbish from there. You get it? It is a process. By doing it small by small, we are all playing a part in destroying the land, destroying the livelihoods and the properties of people, and then we will come back to pretend as if it's the government that is, to blame. And the government is not even here. The government is not the one throwing the rubbish on the ground. The government is not littering. You get what we are saying? So we feel it's high time, many people get to understand this, especially during this season of the rains. A lot of you think you've seen rains. You've not seen any rain yet. There's more on the way coming. And there are some people who are already complaining. People are crying in places because of floods. Can you imagine? The rain was supposed to be a blessing. The Lord God sent us rain to bless our land. But now when it rains, people are crying. People are suffering. People are in disaster. Why? Because one of us or some of us refuse to listen, refuse to do what is right. Look, if tomorrow your niece, your auntie, your sister somewhere is affected by a disaster in a different region, you may not see how you have to blame for it, but the same way whoever contributed to that rubbish will not see how he's to blame for it. You get it? It's a collective thing. We all have to make sure we stop littering the environment. I don't know whether maybe what's the name of those people who normally go about making sure some of these things. Is it AMA? Yeah, maybe they should get some of these their guys around to catch those who litter the environment. Because seriously, like if we are doing this, maybe to put some form of warning or fear into those who are fond of doing it. There are some people who have formed a habit of doing it, so it becomes difficult for them to stop. But as time goes on, if we continue to re-echo this message, it will be easy for them to, because they will be remembering. But there are some, it's not because it's difficult for them to stop, they just don't want to stop. They just don't want to be told don't litter. They just don't want to even hear it. They'll even do it and tell you they'll do it again. You can't do anything to them. You get it? I quite remember there was some time where someone was littering a particular place, and then when she was warned, she said she was going to bring even more to litter the place because of the warning that the person received. And so I feel we have to change our mentality about this thing and prevent these floods from occurring. This is just one part of Ghana, but do you know every other part of Ghana, how people litter those places? You get it? Yeah. So let's make sure, like, you and I play our part. I've told myself personally that now if there's any rubbish on me, I'll tie it and leave it on my body, or in my bag, or or in the vehicle, or just somewhere with me until I get home, or until I find a place to dispose of the waste. If I find a dustbin, fine, or one of these big Zoom Lion bins, I'll drop it in. If not, I am not leaving anything on the ground. You get it? And you can also make that principle, and one by one we'll make Ghana a better place. So that is it. This is just something that we need to look at and be careful for. Please leave your comments and your views in the comment section below. You can add or subtract anything you feel is worthy to to be added. Thank you very much for listening to Ghana News Base, and please have a very nice day.